Hi everyone, it's Jen from Mind's Eye, and we're going to take a look at the holistic review, and it's holistic with a W. Don't mind the background noise right now, but all I want to keep doing right now is literally slamming it down, knocking energy out with holistic. So when we had this issue with a run through going through, and they're trying to make positive connections and we're nearing elections. Basically, the thing that's on the mind of this community is where is it going to go with these candidates as far as honoring rights and honoring law and honoring what has been built, because they came really close and they are still trying to form a lot of good positive connections with healthcare itself as what we call mainstream healthcare. So with that being said, let's look at the cards. Let's see what's been happening in the past week. What is for next week with election? So last week we just did a little review and we had to wait until almost the first to get it out. And right off the bat, you can't even understand anything whatsoever. So when I see this and I see the two of wands, there was no foresight in something that ran through, but it was a money offer. It was a business offer that was good, unknown to be contained and contained, but curtained to be a style of a letter D. So when I see this and I see the wheel incomplete in a reversal, you have to say, was justice served to do? So I'm not sure exactly what ran through over the last week, but it was pretty nasty because I don't see any securement. And this is the things that we were talking about as what needs to get done uh for this winter. It was securing things, contracts, partnerships, like a co-op, to make sure everything was good. And that was what the universal energy of the collective was, to stay good for the winter. Now, I do see a looking out. I do see some degree of a hypervigilance still, but there's no logic whatsoever or cutting away. So when you see this and you see the world come through, you say, were you able to complete out the cycle and actually have like apprenticeship or teamwork or anything like that? Or did you just not have time and have anything to do with it? Now, I'm not taking any digs, but being of clear, sound mind and actually rational thought, there was such a counterintuitive to get this done that you must say, was this a degree of nasty masculine energy of this trend that ran through of America to the globe, where everyone was toxic if you were a male energy? So when you see it, I have to say, hone in and take your time and settle down as private businesses, because you do have skills. You have really good skills in the community. You're usually the first line of defense. You have a lot of things going towards you of a type of inhibition that comes in and runs in quick that makes no victory for you. You don't have to be on a pedestal or a soapbox or on a Democratic or Republican or Green Party to get your wishes. And that is what it wants to say right now. It really is just adherence to the law and adherence to what the statutes are and what you need to do to maintain your business. I see a loss of solitude at times with this community over the last few months. I do see something of a lack of a celebration that can't come through. And it has to do with feminine energy of a know all and know best, but it doesn't pertain to actual masculine or feminine anything as far as gender roles. But when I see this in the Ten of Swords in reverse, you can't cut anything out. There's no finality of relief. So where is it? Because I'm seeing messages actually come through, but it truly is like this picture that is coming in right now. It is like when pigs fly. You can't even make it up at all. There's no contentment whatsoever. Look at this. I mean, they're just absolutely happy. You have to say, just keep the rancid full all the way through. There is some balance and there is some attunement, but really, you just can't even lament over it. So when I see the hidden motives come in, you just have to just sit there and laugh and say, just continue on, push forward and go forth. Because when you see this action come in, and you go, absolutely, no plantation, no plantation. Yep, you gotta know your business owner. You gotta know everything because there's no monetary balance. Well, where'd you spend it? Where'd you spend it? That is where they're failing as businesses, some of them in the country. Why? There was an ending. Was it their course or was it someone else's? Because old habits die hard. That's all you need to know. So when you see the Knight of Cups come in, it is a rush of emotions at first to go ahead and for it and start your own business. But the Page of Swords says there's a lot of no looking in because when you actually go in and you have to say, you set up your business on the basis of this, and this is the foundation, but in reality, you're actually soliciting. The Knight of Wands says it was a passionate renew of a review on some of them, but the Seven of Wands goes, absolutely not. This was a guarded fool at times. So I think some people can take the hint that they did not work their magic and they did not use foresight because the trickery was real, but they were spiritually grounded. There it is, there's the root. They are spiritually grounded, all for it. They know it. They came out running. The Two of Swords can't even do it hard enough. It's unbeknownst. It is at a crossroads. It is at a crossrail, and it is everything that you must know with the lights dinging of no family involvement or togetherness. So when I'm looking at it as a business prospect, there was no marriages, meaning no together as co-ops or working together to support each other as businesses. And then there's also nothing where you could do proper contracts or tie-ins and bonding. There's a bit of dictatorship. So when you see the Seven of Swords come in, it is like a thief in the night. The Three of Cups comes in and says, when you can't celebrate it enough and you can't even get together and work together as a group, that is when poverty still remains. And really, it is a journey of poverty thinking because the marriages were there. They really were there. You had plenty of time, some of you. So let's actually start looking at some positive because there were some things in this community that were not planted well. So go into the animal spirit tarot. Where can we get some positive out of this? Vulture, fox in reverse. It's a hunt in reversal. Tiger, fox in reverse. It is a hunt and it's a go for it, to a go to it, but it cannot be a benet to a bidet. This is what dictates it. This is what has been said in politics. It's the octopus. It cannot get enough to go around. So where is it? It's the frog in reverse. It is windows of opportunity. It's chiseling away. It's sitting patiently because the owl in reverse goes, no, I cannot go it away at all. So the phoenix in reverse means no flight and ashes, but the wheel is solid. It is solid. Hearing the frequency, hearing the tune, hearing everything going about. Pay attention to the weather, pay attention to natural events, pay attention to just natural observancy in the world, and you're going to get it. The buffalo, it's not solid whatsoever, but it is a containment of a contentment issue. Because when I'm looking at cosmic egg, it means go for it. Go for it. The oyster in reverse says this was something of a given that is not in tune, that does not give good feelings of joy. Because when I'm looking at this, the nightingale, it was no messages coming through. There was silence. So when you see the unicorn, and sometimes you see a rare opportunity that you would not lash onto, or I can't even get the word out. All of a sudden, it's like you can't even get the word out. So basically, what you need to know is that some are going to get opportunities, these normal businesses, to be with something that comes through really quick. And when it comes in really quick, it's not something that they would align with usually, or work with, or partner with, but they have to take it and give it a chance. Because when the shark comes in, it actually cuts and chisels and, for a lack of a better term, bites it away. So when you see the lizard in reverse, it is a go a boat. When you go a boat, you go a riff. So when you see the panther, the energy in reverse, it is just go to go. All of a sudden, you're like, just trust it and take a leap of faith. Looking through the crystal quartz, you must go a boat and about and a bay to be a lay. And that's all it wants you to know. With that being said, that's all I have to say right now until next week after elections. And we will talk to you soon. Give a like, comment, or share, and go ahead and let me know what's going on and what else you want to hear about. Talk to you soon.